Okay, how'd that go for you? I only ran into a couple of things on this one. One kind of weird. And if you ran into it, it was a bummer. Is it on my local storage, especially when you get an error on the input, you get an undefined here, which throws your code error, which tells me, that somewhere, and we probably need to start talking about try catch errors and how to do those. I found that to be a little problematic. So, but here's how I did it is I did handle input as a name. Okay. And then I put all of those update, which this one felt like it should have went in the render, which I think, this is going to be maybe a challenge is just talk about how do we handle, because right now this function is just, to me, it needs to go away because now that we know how to render, but okay, let's get through this and we can talk about that. So the track, okay, that was fairly easy. Calculate did need the my data reference, okay, is form valid. So I exported is form valid, calculate average track MPG into the main, right? I brought them in, index, I included it. So I ended in the sequence I did them was render, handle, okay. Probably doesn't matter. We could have done it the other way around, still worked. Because the question would be kind of which one you want to layer these things so that when your main code executes, it has everything it needs. So as long as I get there before main, we should be fine. Okay, and at this point, I don't have any errors. Now, one thing, and this is, you had to be another part, one of those reference issues. If we had a too big a number, it did throw the error, which means I did have to copy this. Now I didn't try passing it after the last one, but I then just duplicated it here. But it really, again, made me want to take all those references to get element by ID and put them in one. And maybe that's what we could try. But I think this is a really good place to, this code, you tell me it smells a little better. It feels a little better than when we started, right? So a couple things, you'll commit this code if you had to make any changes to your code. In the README file, I hadn't had you put anything, I think, in the README file. So I want you to tell me, does this code, how does it look to you now, right? Does this reorganization into modules, the way we've done it, right? It might not have been perfect for sure. I'm sure it wasn't perfect. I'm sure the things I still want to do, like I told you, I still want to do a couple more things to it, but I feel like it's 95% there. But that's what programming is. It's often like getting to the end of something. But I want you all to actually get working on your My Decision CRUD app. So I think what I'm going to do is pick this one up just at the beginning and do just a little more refactor in week 12, and then we'll continue. We're going to actually start a different topic. I'm debating whether that's going to be asynchronous or object oriented. I'm giving that some thought. So at this point, let's see, what did I have you do? Your attempt, right? So this will be, if you've made any changes, commit that with step or solution. You just say solution for the commit message. If you had to change your code, if I don't see that solution, that means you got it without looking at mine. All good either way. Like in your README, right? How does it look to you? And what else should we do? Okay, now, of course, I'm not going to see these, but I'm always interested to hear what you have to say about this. What else should we do to this file to modularize it, right? Should we try that reference thing, right? Should we play around with that? Should we see if there's a better way, if we can handle these in one file? That'd be good. Is there other things we could do here? Seems like we've done a pretty good job, but maybe you have ideas. I'd love to hear them. All right. Talk to you in a little bit.